Here's Maverick, covered by Mills. Maverick passes to Daniels. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, it seemed like the Knicks would always find a way to come up short on the road, and that was reflected in their overall record as the road team.
As you guys were saying, those close losses did add up for the Knicks last year, and Steve, it certainly hurt them in the standings.
Sure did, Kevin. I mean, an 18-23 road record. You know, they were better than others at getting those away wins, but they missed out on a few chances by letting some games slip away.
Tries again, and the shot is good. 6 points for Maverick.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Tries again, and Robinson with the layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here's Maverick, covered by Mills. Here's Marbury, rejected by Robinson. And Ginobili with a clear path to the lead.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, it is hard to question that Patty Mills was instrumental in the Spurs title run. Getting in the best shape of his life was the key to his breakout season. As Coach Popovich said, he was a little fatty. He had too much junk in the trunk. He came back svelte and cut and understood you have to make better decisions. Point guard type decisions. Kevin?
Pop never one to hide his heels, Coach. Thank you.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. Screened
by Lucas. Starks outside. Now here's Gervin inside. Ginobili and the powerful one-handed slam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
San Antonio making a switch here. Splitters checked in, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course, but you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time. That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Covered by Monroe, 18 feet out. It's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Once again, Manu Ginobili defied age and was a force off the bench for the Spurs. Just when you thought he was slowing down, he seemed to find new ways to score and contribute.
Knicks trail by 8. Here's Maverick. He's got 8. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result, it may change.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. That doesn't go either by Ginobili.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too. He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Stolen. Here's Marbury. They get a hand on it. Houston, the pass to Reed. Out to Monroe. New York moving the ball around. The dish to Ewing. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Rejected by Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Monroe. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Now just a 1-point Spurs lead. Ginobili against Monroe. Right wing. Splitter dishes to Ginobili. And the layup falls. Ginobili's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And then Ewing with the jam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
The Knicks making a switch here. Frazier's checked in.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Houston. Here's Reed. Stripped it away. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Out to the right wing. To the right side. Here's Houston. The second chance effort. No good at the rim.
Hey, the defense was right there just... waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that.
In a tight game here as we end. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. And his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
What a game we've seen here for Maverick. He's got 13 points and 3 assists.
He's making such good decisions with his passing and also being aggressive and getting to the line by drawing fouls.
Well, that's an excellent combo to have, I'll tell you that.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, they've got Mr. Fundamentals. Monroe is out there with Frazier. Then it's Reed, and it's Ewing in at the 5. Frazier against Parker. Ginobili outside. Back to Parker. Releases from 15. Ginobili misses.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Clark, you think of how much success the Spurs have had, and it's almost as if they can plug anyone in and they are immediately on the same page and working as a unit.
Well, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. They evaluate the players they bring in, wanting to fit them into a culture that already exists, and the continuity and consistency you get from the top down. Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan, you got those guys in place, then you throw in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. And you've got a group that you can win with for a long time, and they've done just that.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from two great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. To the inside, Leonard attacking. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Reed kicks to Monroe. Nails the 16-footer. Monroe's got 7 points in the game.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
It is with the Spurs, as you said, a matter of anyone wearing their uniform has a complete understanding of what they need to do on offense or defense to win.
And a fast break now for New York. Frazier against Leonard. Here's Ewing. Banked in off the glass. Ewing's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And you know, with the Spurs, I remember games last year where their stars were out or being rested, and they would still win games because of the strength of their reserves, and they didn't have to make adjustments as they marched through the playoffs. They basically kept on keeping on, doing what they had done all season.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Parker against Frazier. It's Parker with the drive. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Back to Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And it's 13 points for Tony Parker.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, and the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Here's Ewing, and again, it's New York.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
They get the rebound. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. And pushing it up, here's New York. Monroe, no good. Spurs leading by 5. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Ginobili can't get that one to fall.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game. You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around them.
Here's Duncan. And Ewing sends it back. Now Frazier. He's got 9. Puts it up from 17. That's good on the jump shot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight. Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And that one's good. Parker and Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here, we'll see. Last season, Coach Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs winning his 5th NBA championship, one of only 5 NBA coaches in the league's history to win that many rings. He's one of the all-time greats.
Frazier kicks to Monroe.